Hello YouTubers and welcome to another Doctor Who action figure review. In this review I shall be taking a look at the Editor as seen from the Series 1 episode, The Long Game. Now this character, the Editor, was played by the actor Simon Pegg, and he has appeared in numerous films such as Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, Star Trek, Paul, and Run Fat Boy Run, which is quite funny. And he has a few action figures of himself, including his interpretation of Scotty from 2009 Star Trek, and I think he has one from Shaun of the Dead. And he made a guest appearance in the 7th episode of Series 1, The Long Game, and it was the 7th episode of the first series of the revival, and they made a figure of him in 2007. So no doubt that Simon Pegg will have this in his house along with all his other figures, so including Scotty. So the detail of him looks accurate, but first of all we will look at the articulation. So the head does not do a 360, which is quite surprising. It does have articulation, it just goes side to side. The arms do a 360 degree turn, which is normal, as you may have seen in my previous videos. The knees do bend, the hands do a 360 degree, and also the legs bend as well. And one of the new things about the figures are the biceps. They move as well. I first pointed that out in my Dalek Sec Hybrid. I think from then on they've made figures like that ever since, and then later on ball jointed shoulders and stuff like that. So the articulation is good. And the feet don't move, but that doesn't matter, they never move apart from the werewolf, but there you go. So the articulation is good. If we look at the detail, mainly on the costume, it's all blue all the way down. He's got a suit, he's got buttons on there, he's got a pocket here. I think it's just mainly a repaint probably of Dalek Sec Hybrid or the 10th Doctor. And he's got a stripy tie, he's got black stripes here, and his tie is a lighter shade of blue. And the colour of his shirt underneath looks quite nice. That looks a bit darker than the actual suit. You may just be able to tell that. In real life you can tell that more. And his shoes are black as well. And if you want to have a look at the back, this is what the back looks like. He's got some creases here and some here at the back of the legs as well. Now onto some other issues. This leg here is very loose for some reason. I'll just show you how loose it is. So that's how loose the leg is, and if we compare this to the other leg, it is in place. So that is a bit of pity, because it means it is a pain in the ass standing this figure up, because if you give it the slight movement it falls over. The other issue is the actual sculpting of the skin, and it uses the same type of sculpting as seen on the Master from Series 3, which I did a short while ago. well, a couple of weeks ago, and I expressed in that review that I am not a fan of this type of sculpting, um, because I don't know, it just doesn't look that good, to be honest. But on this, it's not actually that bad. I mean, if you look at the face, it does look like Simon Pegg, and around his eyes are red, which is accurate because in the show it was like that. So it is a good attention to detail. But I would have much more preferred it if they just used the normal sculpting like they do on the normal action figures like now. I don't know why they did this. Again, if you know, please comment. I need comments and likes on my videos, by the way. I need subscriptions. The hair is very nicely detailed as well. It seems quite spot on, and the ears seem right. I was falling over again. See what I mean? It is a pain to stand him up. Stand up, Simon. There you go. Right. And the hands are pretty much the same. So that is pretty much all I have to say about the detail. So overall, this is a good figure, but like my previous reviews, what I've done, like Dalek Thay Damaged, the Gel Zombie, and other things that have only made like one appearance in the show, and there's not much to really talk about, like the Moxa Balhoun. That was like 3 minutes long, that video. This is a figure which you may want to pass on because it is just one figure from one episode, and the character only made one appearance, which was quite a shame. I would have liked to seen him more, but instead we get the Jagerfest, which may never get a release because that's just on the ceiling, but there you go. So that is pretty much my review of the editor. So like I said, you may not want to get this figure unless you are a completist like myself. So thank you very much for watching my action figure review. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, The Obsesstuvian 95, and rate, comment my videos as well, and also have a look at my girlfriend's channel as well, because her channel is really awesome. You will find a link on my homepage on my channel, The Obsesstuvian 95. Her channel is called The Determined Artist, and she's done some car reviews, and she's currently doing Torchwood reviews every Friday weekly. Well, by the time I filmed this, I don't know if she'll still be doing it by the time this video gets on YouTube. But anyway, that's my review of the editor. Be sure to stay tuned for more action figure reviews by me, the Obsesstuvian 95. My next review shall be of Dr. Constantine, as played by Richard Wilson. One fun in the grave, one fun in the grave, one fun in the grave. I'll see you next time.